First tonight, the video you will only see on WESH 2 showing two toddlers walking across A1A in Brevard County. This is a dangerous road that has seen several deadly accidents involving vehicles and pedestrians.
But one man saw what was happening and managed to get the kids to safety. WESH 2's Gil Pascal Brown is here.
Tonight, the video you will only see on WESH 2 showing two toddlers walking across A1A in Brevard County. This is a dangerous road that has seen several deadly accidents involving vehicles and pedestrians.
But one man saw what was happening and managed to get the kids to safety. WESH 2's Gil Pascal Brown is here with the exclusive interview. Gail.
Yeah, the parents and children have long gone, but they won't soon forget what happened yesterday in Brevard County. This story could have gone terribly wrong, but John Brittingham saved the day.
Look at this. John Brittingham stops traffic with one hand and scoops up two toddlers along busy A1A Sunday in Brevard County.
I was terrified. If anything would have happened to him, my rest of my life would have been ruined.
That's a hero right there. John Brittingham, man, you're a hero, man. You saved two innocent toddlers' lives. That definitely seems like a busy street. Man, it's just, my question is, where's the parents, guardians, whoever was watching over those two kids? How did those two kids just end up wandering into the street like that? Easily could have not been seen by, a driver who may have been distracted, or, they're so small that they may not have been seen, and could have really been tragic. So, this guy's definitely a hero. Saved those two little girls from something that could have, really been very tragic.
My rest of my life would have been ruined.
John was driving home southbound on A1A when he noticed two little girls in the middle of the road.
So I immediately pulled over there, and I ran out of the car, and one of them was already to the middle of the road. And I grabbed that one first, and then the second one I just picked up. She was ready, and I got him off the road. Took like maybe 6 seconds.
It had to be the most terrifying 6 seconds of his life.
My adrenaline spiked. I had a migraine when I finally got home. I was drained completely for the rest of the day.
This exclusive dash cam video is from his vehicle's front and rear cameras.
You can see in the dash cam, she put her little arms up, and I was like, oh my God, how adorable.
He then went looking for their parents, found this Airbnb, knocked on the door, but no one answered.
So I went all around that house, and no one seemed to hear me yelling, like that I was calling for someone to see if anybody knew, because the girls weren't telling me anything. They were about maybe 2 years old or younger, and all they could do was point to things and say, hey.
Finally, he looked in the back gate, which he says was open. He adds that's how the children got out, and their parents were clueless to the fact they were gone.
An elderly couple and a young girl, and I immediately they went into like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just glad I could get them back to you. And they were out in the road and your gate was open.
John did not call police.
My main concern was to reunite them. And by that time I was, glad that they were with their parents.
Bottom line, John says, you have got to watch your children.
I mean, I don't know why you would leave children that small unattended, in a backyard or anywhere. He definitely, did the parents, or the young lady who is the mother, I guess, whoever, they are to those kids, man, did them a favor by not calling the police. And even with this story being out there, he still may be contacted, by police or some type of child rights, child protection advocacy, or some type of department. He may still be contacted and asked for information, because if that happens once, man, it can also happen again. And not only just them being hit by a car, you got all kind of people out here in the world who don't intend any good towards kids, and could have just scooped the kids up and just kept it moving, and you would have just never known. You should never leave your children unattended. So, I just wanted to do a reaction to this video for one, to salute him for being a hero, and just for two, to also just bring it to people's awareness, man. Don't just leave your little children unattended like that, because everyone's not gonna be a good Samaritan or a hero and be able to go and save your kids if they're in dangerous situations, like being in the middle of a busy street. And again, there's people out here who, they go around and just try to find, you know, runaways or, kids in situations like that they can just scoop them up and just keep it moving. So always keep your eyes on your kids, man. That's just the main thing. They should never be unattended. Um, I don't believe they should ever be unattended because these type of things can happen. But again, this guy here, hero, you know. So go ahead and close this for now. Again, if you like my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.